The market has had quite the sell-off recently. You have the SP 500 down over 6% from its highs, the Nasdaq down close to 10% from its highs, and our portfolio, after reaching its highs last month, is down over 30% from its highs. So in today's video, I want to break down what is going on in the market, why is everything selling off, and what are we doing with our portfolio to position ourselves the best we can. So let's get right into it. As you see here, guys, just today alone, we're down over 10%. It has been a bloodbath, a massacre, just a beating. I'm starting to get used to these red days. I think my portfolio is Blood Gang affiliated now. I don't know what's going on, but anyways, the market has just had a huge shift from risk on to risk off. Everything with a little bit of risk is getting sold off completely. A lot of the future potential of these stocks is not getting priced in. You look at HIMS go from $72 a share down below $40 a share where it sits currently. A huge slash in the share price. And then you have Tempest go from $91 a share to below 50. This is the majority of the reason why our portfolio has been selling off so hard. When you look at our fear and greed index by CNN, you see extreme fear on investor sentiment. Investors are panicking. They don't know what's going on and they're selling all of their stocks. Every day lately, I feel like we see a down 1% or 2% a day for the SP 500. It's been absolutely brutal. So what's going on? What's the reason for all these stocks selling off? Well, it's just a bunch of uncertainty right now in the market. And one thing is for sure that the market hates uncertainty. They don't like change. They don't like not knowing what's to come. So when you take a look at the macro right now, you have tariffs going in and out and pushback and brought closer. Tariffs are all over the place, and there's a bunch of uncertainty with tariffs between Canada and Mexico. It feels like every day now we get some tariff news, whether they're starting tomorrow, whether they're starting in April, just a bunch of uncertainty there. Not to mention, we're unsure how these tariffs are going to impact inflation. Is this going to make inflation rise? Is it going to bring inflation down? Investors are very unsure of what's to come. Not to mention slowing GDP growth, down to 2.3% growth compared to 3.1% growth. So this is not good to see. We have a slowing economy, but on the bright side, we could see this as a potential reason to get more rate cuts this year. You do have unemployment coming down, but you also have a huge amount of layoffs happening right now. So it's a lot for the market to process. And as you see, the volatility lately has been insane, mostly to the downside, but investors are just panicking. So what am I doing? Am I panicking or am I buying the dip? Of course, I'm buying the dip. I did concentrate out of Nebius Group into my higher conviction holdings just because we're going into a risk-off environment and the overall macro is uncertain. So I concentrated more into Tesla, more into Rocket Lab, my higher conviction plays. So as you see here, no, I'm not panic selling. No, I'm not hoarding cash. I'm actually dollar cost averaging as much as I can into these companies because they're trading at such good prices. You have Tempest AI below $50. Amazing buy. HIMS below 35. SoFi below 13. There is just blood everywhere. You can look at this one of two ways. Do you see opportunity or do you panic sell? Me, I see a bunch of opportunity and I am buying these stocks as much as I can. A great post from Amit here on X. You have him laying out the facts. We have $7 trillion of debt we need to pay off in the next 6 months. If we don't pay it, we will have to refinance. Obviously, the Trump admin does not want to refinance at the 4% plus rate. The 10-year at one point this year was 4.8%. In order to get this 10-year down, you have to show weakness and growth. This is exactly what we've seen. We also need rate cuts, which I believe will happen in 2025. My belief is we'll get around 2 rate cuts. And one more post by Crossroads Roy. I love to see his content. He made a great point here. He said he's not in a rush to buy this dip because there's so much uncertainty. He says right here, the market hates uncertainty. This style of governance makes it impossible to have much certainty. We don't know if tariffs will remain as they are, will be increased, or be removed. As you see, investors are panicking and everyone's handling it a little bit differently. I do believe these tariffs will benefit America in the long run, but in the short time horizon, there will be some pain. All in all, we'll see what happens. I'm buying the dip as much as possible. Comment down below what you're doing. And don't forget to join the Discord. The link is in the description below. I'll see you guys there. And I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch my video. So be safe out there, guys, and take care of yourself.